Alrighty, y'all. So we are at Taylor's Valley. That's the stream behind me, the creek. It's so pretty. This is actually, I think, a piece of the. Well, actually, this isn't even a trail. I don't think officially right now. This is just the road walk that takes you to where the Virginia Creeper and Appalachian Trail sort of meet in Taylor's Valley. Shep just dropped me off. Super thankful for him. Mad shout out to him and his wife No Miles for hosting us last night. Man, great night's sleep. Not as cold as I thought. I know it was supposed to get down in like the 40s or something, but it was great. We camped next to a little stream. I didn't get to show it to you, but the flowing stream was so nice. And then to get up and actually have a bathroom. Last night I got to take a shower. I mean, I don't get to do those things on trail. This is great, even when I'm out here for just a few days. So I'm fresh and ready. My left knee, I can feel it a little bit today, but not too bad. Didn't get any leg cramps last night, so that was really good. Let me give you another shot of this creek, man. It's so pretty. But the story behind Taylor's Valley and why I'm here is you guys might remember March 22, 2022, I was out here with some of my buddies, and we had to cut our hike a little short because of some pretty nasty weather that had rolled in, and really the temperatures dropping was the bigger issue and stuff, so way more than we were prepared for. So we didn't get to finish this little section, which is about a 7.8 mile section according to Far Out. Might be a little more with this little road walk I have to do, and then when I walk through town back to the long-term parking lot where the truck is, it might be like 8.5 or something, but you know, I count 18 miles. That's what I'm looking for, is covering this trail. So anyway, super excited to be able to come back, knock this out, and that's why we're doing this little weekend, is to fill the gaps that the little section that I had missing, which was around a give or take a 22 to 24 mile section. So got 14.5 in yesterday. That was a great hike, and Joe was able to do it, and he wasn't that far behind me, man. He had beast mode. It's his first time on the Appalachian Trail, and he knocked out 14.5 hard miles that started with a 5-mile climb. So I mean, crazy shout out to him for being able to do that yesterday and stick it out. And so I'm out here today. I'm slack packing. I was able to leave the rest of my gear in the truck, so I've just got any food that I need, my Sawyer filter in case I need more water, and I've got my water bottles here. I was making sure I didn't leave one of them back there. So I've got enough water to probably at least get the first half of this trail. It might be enough for the whole thing, but definitely for the first half. So I drink about a bottle every 2 to 4 miles, give or take, unless I have to conserve. So speaking of which, I'm going to check where my water sources are, make sure I know which way to turn when I get up here to the top of the trail junction. And yeah, we'll see you guys down trail. So this is the spur trail. I just had to shimmy up some rocks, a couple of big boulders, and this will connect us up to the Appalachian Trail. Whew. And it's a good little climb. I came down it last time in the snow, but this time climbing up on dry land. Again, a lot of overgrowth foliage. Not too sure what to expect from today. As you can hear, my lungs are acclimating to being back out on trail today. They'll need a couple of minutes. So will my legs. And eventually things will even out and I'll feel good here upon the next mile or two. Whew. Pretty country. Pretty country. Okay, here we are. To the right is where I came down from last March with the guys. To the left is headed to Damascus. It says 6 miles, which is great because maybe it's less than what I had planned on, because I had from the trail junction, but I think that meant the trail junction up at the top up there. Actually, no, it would have been here. Pretty sure Far Out told me it was 7.8, but if it's 6 miles, man, that's even better for me. Just a nice, short, easy day. It's supposed to, looks like I'm going downhill a little bit right now, but from what I understand, it's a nice, steady climb up. And then you turn, and you kind of, once you get up over the climb, then you just go downhill into Damascus. But anyway, looking forward to it. Tap that second white blaze that I've seen today as we get started. And let's get down trail. I may not even see you guys till Damascus unless something really interesting comes along, but maybe I can film a little trail time for you. All right, enjoy the hike with me. Y'all, I just got to show you this pretty cool section of trail here. Headed to Damascus from Taylor's Valley, and you saw the rocks and stuff on the trail. We've been rocking along, no pun intended. And look at this. So I assume I go from here to there and that way. And I just love stuff like that. Let's go. Made it. Just showing you how I see it. Just do a little rock climbing, little rock steps. Man, this would be an awesome place to stay. Got a nice little tent site right here. Check it out. Looks like it has a connection to the other side of the trail over here. Trail's right there. The water's right there. Gotta watch out for that tree though. Looks like at least it'd fall away from you, but it's leaning that way, but that is a rotten looking tree. That'd be a widowmaker on a bad day. All right, pretty flowers. Oh my goodness, more tenting sites all over. Reminds me of being up on like Mount Rogers where you tent sites for days. Not that many, but there are still plenty. Huh, I don't know what these hoses are. Or no, not hoses, they're cables. Fascinating. Well, anyway, you can see a lot of tent sites, a lot of space over here. Very pretty, very cool. I think we can walk on through here. Looks like they've kind of done this to kind of guide people where to walk. These trees. It looks like you can just get back on trail over here on the right. Now I'm gonna have to go back this way. Okay. But yeah, pretty neat. All right, let's get back up on trail. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you down below here, you'll see there's a road type trail like thing there. That's the Virginia Creeper Trail. I'm almost 99.9% positive of. That runs alongside the AT for this section. Pretty much parallel. Now, some guys and gals I know will blue blaze and take the Virginia Creeper. It's nice and flat. It's, you know, as you can see, kind of just sort of a gravel, asphalt, like rock base kind of trail for a good portion, at least there. A lot of people bike on it too and things. Virginia Creeper Trail is supposed to be really cool. I've only seen bits of it when I've been out here doing that on the AT. But you might ask, well, why do the AT? Why do the rocks, the terrain, the more up and down, when you could just go do that? Nice and easy. Like, right? Right? That's a very good question. Why in the world am I doing this? No, I'm just kidding. You know what? I came to hike the Appalachian Trail. That's what I'm out here to do. I get people all the time asking me about other trails. Listen, I'm not opposed to other trails. I'm not opposed to blue blazing. That's a HO, you know, hike your own hike kind of thing. But as for me, I will say that I wanted to try to do as much of the actual Appalachian Trail as I can. I've done like one sort of blue blaze section and it still had a climb, and it was just like an alternate, but it was trying to parallel and still had a pretty good climb. It shortcutted maybe a half mile. I was with some new folks on trail one time, and I thought it might be a little bit easier for them too, because one of them didn't have true hiking shoes and was just trying to, you know, be a good steward of bringing people out on trail and enjoying their trip. But, you know, I wasn't too stressed about it. It was a very short hike. It was like 3 miles. So, you know, 3.5, instead of 3.5 or whatever. So it wasn't like I was cutting off a big chunk. And that was my, again, me. Some people will be like, man, you didn't do that little section, so you're not hiking the whole AT. Listen, again, hike your own hike. that's a very, that was my choice and a pretty easy one to make. And my goal, of course, is to eventually through hike the AT if the opportunity presents itself, or if I can make the opportunity happen. But for now, I'm just trying to cover as much actual Appalachian Trail as I can. And as you guys know, my goal is to be finished with it in 10 years if I don't get a chance to have a year where I can take off and hike it. So yeah, so that is why. Cool bridge up here. I don't know if we'll cross it or not. We'll see. I'll definitely shoot a quick picture or a little video of it. So you might be able to see it right through there. Looks like that's where, actually I don't think we crossed. I think that's part of the Virginia Creeper right there. But yeah, the most important thing though I want to tell you is get out here. Get out here and enjoy nature. Start breathing better. Start feeling better. Start challenging yourself. I don't care if it's, 1 mile. I don't care if it's 2,200 miles, the whole thing. Get out here, enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's beautiful. And I hope I get to see you someday out on trail. We have ourselves a short little water crossing and water source, but I still have a little over half a bottle and then in one bottle, and then about a fourth in another one. So about 2 miles into the hike, I think I'm going to keep on rolling. It's 9:40. I started this hike at 8:45 a.m. That was actually down in Taylor's Valley. Hit the AT probably about 9. I'll have to check back on my videos and photos to be sure. Looks like a little potential stealth site. Yep, there's a camp. Let's see the fire ring there and stuff. So you can definitely camp down there. Ooh, gotta watch my steps. There's some rock came out of nowhere. Anyway, yeah, about 2 miles in just under an hour. So doing my pretty standard 2 mile an hour pace. Alrighty guys, just wanted to check in a little bit more. Immediately after my last little video section there, I ran across my first northbounder and headed to Maine. So that was cool. Probably coming from Damascus. Talked with him for just a quick second, and then there was a tent site to the left right after that, and I saw some folks getting their bear hang bag down. I think they're probably northbounders too. So looks like it's going to start seeing some folks maybe on trail a little bit. There's not a lot of northbounders still on trail because most everybody probably started early enough that they're already north of me, closer to where Aquamarine and I were hiking recently about a week ago. So anyway, that's the trail. It's a really pretty section. I already did a little short ascent and now just a flat section right now and enjoying it. It's allowing me to keep my pace up pretty good. So yeah, let's enjoy the trail for a minute. Hey guys, I'm just past this little road crossing. You probably just saw a picture a minute ago, the entrance sign and the Appalachian Trail sign, and I'm grabbing this bag. I just happened to pass this little stealth site. To me, there's no reason for a single lightweight Ziploc bag to be left on trail. I'm not super judgmental and harsh, but please, leave no trace means leave no trace. We saw a fuel can left that was completely empty yesterday. It wasn't like, hey, let me leave it for the next hike here. I could tell it was completely empty. I've got this Ziploc bag I'm finding today. Listen, if it's your first time out on trail, if you're new to trail, please remember to leave no trace. And this is the kind of stuff that attracts bears to a tent site, makes them think that there's going to be food in the area, and then when somebody camps there, they're more likely to show up. So let's make it good for the bears and for the people, and let's make sure we're leaving no trace. I'm going to pack this one out. It's nice because I'm slat packing today. I don't have a lot of weight. I'm not as concerned about throwing an extra billionth of an ounce or whatever this thing weighs into my backpack and carrying it, or into my short pocket, since I'm not going to be doing anything but just heading home after today. So yeah, but just a reminder, leave no trace. All right, let's keep rolling. Hey guys, we just passed a double white blaze. I don't know if I've talked about double white blazes much on the videos before. Every now and then I like to mention these things. Man, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. So double white blaze. If you see a double white blaze, it essentially means pay attention. Now that says Damascus 4 miles. I just want to say the last sign I saw that gave a distance to Damascus said 6 miles. And according to every app and thing I have, I've done more than 2 miles. I believe that sign's lying to me. So anyways, well, it's about 10 o'clock. So if all goes as planned, I'll get to Damascus around noon, which is fantastic because I was originally just planning to get there by 1. So that's an hour earlier. And not that I'm always trying to be in a hurry. As you can see, I'm still taking time to video, enjoy some of the sights along the way. Cool little roots. But I would love to get there, have a nice lunch, get home at a decent hour, be able to prep for opening up the coffee shop tomorrow, and kind of like dry everything out and clean things up. So I'm just ready for the week. So anyway, things are rocking and rolling. Hope you're enjoying the trip along. I'm making up trail songs as I go. Hey science, if you're listening, that sounded a whole lot like a helicopter. I know what you're thinking. Oh, been there, done that. But not today. Hey y'all, we're moving on down trail. I am straight guessing about 2.5 miles left to get to Damascus. And past about 3 or 4 more through hikers. Oh look, there's a sign. Wonder what it'll say. Oh, this is the trail junction to Iron Mountain Trail. So let's see what it says other than Iron Mountain Trail. Okay. Damascus, 3 miles. You lie. Oh, Iron Mountain Trail's up to the right there. There's the white blaze. That's what we're doing. Oh, I just had to do a little climbing, so now we're gonna go down a little while. I'll keep you guys updated. I think I may only be like about 2 miles or so to the highway that you then connect to the Virginia Creeper, which is part of the AT there to walk into town. So it might only be 2 to 2.5 from there actually, because then I think it's a good little bit of walk into town, and I have to go to the other side of town where we're parked at the long-term lot. So, oh, what a great day. Just stopped and got some trail mix and ate that while I was walking. Put a half a noon tablet in my water bottle and filled up my water from my spare bottle to my main bottle that I hang on my backpack sleeve here. And really hoping I don't have to do a water stop, but we'll see. I don't think I'll have to with only 3 miles left. This should get me there. I know a good bulk of it's supposed to be downhill. I don't know at what point we stop kind of climbing, but I do know that's coming. So, all right, let's keep walking. Oh, I also wanted to add, when I stopped to grab my trail mix and do the water exchange and stuff, I also decided to go ahead and try the trick that Joe taught me about putting some duct tape on your hot spots for your feet. Because both of my feet, but especially my right one under the ball of the foot, right, kind of like, which was impacting my toes a lot. I was getting a little bit of a hot spot. And I didn't really think I would for such a short trip and not quite as tough a trail, but since I did start feeling it, I decided to go ahead and do that. I can still feel it some, but it does feel a little better. It may be too soon to really tell how much difference it'll make, but and maybe I should have just done it at the very beginning to really know, but I figured I'd give it a try, and I'll give you guys an update on how that worked and try to shoot you a picture of it at the end of the trail fit to kind of show you in case you've never heard about doing that. Woohoo, we're going down. I got more battery today because I can show you guys cool spots like this little stealth site by this rock formation that's really cool. Yeah, somebody made themselves a little fire ring, and man, that's a great spot to sit, chill. But yeah, just hike right back out here onto the trail. But pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stealth sites on this trip that were not noted on Far Out. I don't know how the trail folks feel about that manage the trail, but I will say that they were clearly areas that were not hindering the current landscape. So they were already flattened areas. They were already areas that did not look like they had to sort of be created to be used. Well, not recently at least. And so, but there is a lot of them. I didn't get a chance to document all of them. Be cool if there was someone documenting like every tent site on some of these sections, because there is a lot more than you realize. And it'd be nice to know where they are, because sometimes you're looking to cut a trip a little shorter, or maybe make it a hair longer, or you get to one and they're full. So I encourage anyone who uses the Far Out app. I did document one or two. You know, if everyone documents a few of them as they go, one or two, then we'll get them all on there, I think. But anyway, looks like we're going back up. Hey everybody, this is our viewing point for the day, and it's a pretty nice view. I'll definitely have to show this to Joe. I feel bad that he's not here with me, because I know that was one of the downsides of yesterday, was not having some good views on the route. But this is really the only good one today, but you do get to see some mountains through here. You got the one behind there, the ones behind these over here. So some of those layers of mountains in the Appalachia that you always get to see and appreciate. Pretty big, almost like we're being gorged kind of thing, just the way it goes down the valley there is pretty. But this should be the peak of my climbing, I believe. I'm going to double check the Far Out app, but if I am right, this is where I peak. And then though it does go up just ever so slightly, I think we start going downhill from here all the way into Damascus. Should be right around, give or take 2 miles to the road that you can cross and take like the Virginia Creeper Trail, which is like a paved walking trail basically at that point on into the town. So looking forward to that, and we'll keep you updated, but I had to show you this view. There it is, guys. This is US 58. Pretty much, I believe we just walked this into Damascus. These are the steps down to the road. And I gotta tell you, this is a big deal for me. Not having this little 22-ish mile section completed has bothered me for quite some time. I'm gonna walk across the street. This here is technically the Virginia Creeper Trail, but it is also considered the AT. And I just noticed there's a nice little spring, pipe spring right there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. It's right there. And so a great place to get some water if you're headed Nobo out of Damascus and need some, or if you're like me, you don't have a lot left coming back in, you just need to get a little water. All right, so we're gonna walk this trail into town. We're gonna drop this pack off. We're gonna get, hopefully, some Damascus diner fish. My favorite meal in Damascus so far. I got to walk next to the creek, the stream, all the way, I think, into town, if I'm not mistaken. He'll take me all the way. And the feet survived. I gotta say, I'm definitely still considering a shoe change, maybe going back to my Merrells or trying something new. I've tried some Hokas on, and the toe box just squeezes my toes just a little bit. I don't have a real wide foot or anything, but at the toes, it's like, I feel like everybody else's toes must get like narrow in the foot box area. Mine, no, I just stay the same width. And I guess from hiking, I can tell you, since I started to now, I've gone up a full half size, and in some shoes even need a full size larger, depending on the brand. So I used to always be 9.5 and occasional 10. Now I'm a 10, occasional 10.5. So I guess my feet are growing from the hiking. All right, I'll definitely check in with you guys when I get to Damascus. What is up, Tramley? We are in Damascus officially now. Still got a little ways into town here, but I shot you the photo of the Welcome to Damascus sign, little Relative Trails information board and stuff, and just walking this little gravel trail. Actually, I'm walking out in the grass next to it. I feel like it's a little softer to walk in. Man, it feels so good. You know, it's been a little over a year since I was with Dwayne, Ben, and Joe, not this Joe, Joe G, and we were trying to finish off a trip that would bring us into Damascus. I know we were all disappointed not to be able to finish that weekend, and it's been hanging over me ever since to come back and finish it. And then, of course, I had that 14.5 mile section between Damascus and Low Gap after this past October, since Science and I started at Low Gap and met up with Aquamarine and hung out at Boots Off for, you know, for one night and everything, and did that section down by Watauga Lake. So I really just, this 22-mile section or so, 23, whatever it is, it's just been lingering over my head really since October total, but like for the whole section, but just even finishing in Damascus from the section just northbound to here has been bothering me for over a year, because like it's not that far. I live like 2.5, not even 2 hours, barely 2 hours, 15 minutes away. Just drive up here and knock out 8 miles, right? Like never got the chance. Didn't happen, but we happened today. Super excited to be walking into town, passing all the places on the way, passing the Wicked Chicken, passing the little ice cream place, passing Bicycle Junction, all the places I've seen in videos and seen when I've been up here, but now I'm getting a chance to walk past them. All right, we're gonna hike on into town, and we'll see. I'll probably just check in with you guys when I get to the Damascus Diner. Don't know if you see him over there by that shed, but there's a groundhog just running. What's up, y'all? I'm here at the parking lot across the street from the Damascus Public Library, and I am super happy to be. I won't lie, my right toe, middle toe, like the one I think just to the left of the pinky toe, I guess what you call it. Anyway, hurting. Not so bad I can't walk or anything, but definitely have to work it and crinkle it and try to do some stuff to make it worthwhile to walk where I'm at. But back here at the truck, about to drop my pack off, meet up with my buddy, go get some lunch. And we did, basically I did 7.8 today, 7.7 as far as actual AT miles, 14.5 yesterday. So that's like, I think it ended up coming out to like 22.2, somewhere in that range. Can't do math right now. I need food, I need some lunch. But great weekend. Excited to have this done. I will post somewhere at the end of this how far I have gone total, along with a little map outlining the sections I've done, including the full section of like 160, I think, or something, 150 something. Anyway, plus the little bit that I did with Aquamarine last weekend as well, the 13. So got to connect those two. It's about a 20-mile gap in between, and then keep working northbound to McAfee. Man, this felt good.